Oh my god, my microphone's still on. Oops. Hello. Do you like my Halloween costume? Kind of costume. I forgot to change it back to the plain one, so I guess this is how my face looks. Oops. It should have been this. And since I'm gonna read, I'm gonna use some glasses. Yeah, I changed my socks, put on, a little bit of makeup around the nose, and then put on devil horns, and I have a little like floating halo. Anyways, this is a different type of stream. I don't know how long the stream is gonna be. Also, I can't read too well. And I might be catching a cold, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna be reading some cute stories from Storyberries. So, a little bit of a backstory to be getting permission to read this. I found, okay, first of all, they're like children's stories, but everything's scary on Halloween. Why can't things be cute? Why can't things be adorable? Because Halloween scares me as a kid. I didn't like it because everything was scary. There we go, so I won't block the sign. But why does it have to be scary? Anyways, I found these cute stories and I was hoping I can read it, but obviously you can't just read something. It has copyright and stuff like that. So I went on their website. They said most of them you can read, but email us before permission. So I did. I didn't think they were gonna respond to me, to be honest, because I'm literally no one. But then they did respond, and they're like, yeah, you can read our stories. So here we are. Unfortunately, this is kind of the closest probably gonna do to an ASMR ever. Maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on this later. Unfortunately, I'm kind of getting sick. So there's that. Also, I can't read too well. I was just never good at English in the first place. But yeah, I've been told. I think my reading level is like horrendously low considering where I am in school and the stuff. But yeah, also, another small update on Friday. One of my friends is having a birthday celebration, and we're gonna be playing Among Us. Among Us. I don't know how to play Among Us. I may or may not stream it. I honestly, I don't think I will, but I might. I have no idea. To be completely honest, depends how I'm feeling if I stream the Among Us stream or not. But yeah, there's that going on, and also since school is like kicking up, the week after I may or may not stream. I might do like a study with me type of thing, or like work and study with me where there's like no talking for 45 minutes and then 7 to 9 minute break, 7 to 10 minute break. I don't know why 9. That's very specific. 7 to 9. I mean, not 9, 7 to 10 minute break in between the studying so that I could stream and I can still study and catch up. Right now, my classes are kicking my ass. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. No one's here right now. I don't know why I keep talking. Alright. The first story, the cute one. So you can find all of them, all of these stories on storyberries.com. I've also have like more links in the description. Some of them have their own official recording, which is nice. It's professionally done and like it's better than mine. Because it's done by people who actually can read. But anyways, the first story is called A Skinny Pumpkin by Andrea Kazmarek. Alright, I'm just gonna start. Most pumpkins are round and big and bright orange. But as Izzy walked around the market looking for perfect pumpkins, she noticed this one, a skinny, sad-looking pumpkin. She picked up the droopy, not-so-bright orange pumpkin to show her brother. Just leave it there. There are so many better ones, he laughed. But Izzy couldn't just leave the sad-looking pumpkin. She held it up to her cheek and thought she heard the tiniest little voice say, "Please take me. Please." Did that cap? My microphone settings are kind of weird. Anyways, hopefully I was on a microphone or it captured that. Of course, pumpkins can't talk. She picked up some more and held them to her cheek, but and held them to her cheek, but heard nothing at all. What has she imagined? But still, that skinny, sad pumpkin wouldn't let her go. She picked it up. "You're crazy," her brother told her. "There's so many better, bigger, rounder pumpkins, and you want that skinny, sad-looking one?" Izzy did. That pumpkin was different, and she knew it. That pumpkin was special, but she didn't quite know how. Had it really whispered back to her? She held it to her cheek again. "Thank you," she thought she heard. Izzy decided that her brother was right. Whispering pumpkins are crazy, aren't they? Later, they took their pumpkin to Grandma's. Grandma was helping with the Halloween costumes too. What a sad, skinny little pumpkin. Grandma turned it around. Maybe we can do a sad pumpkin makeup. We can do sad today. Okay. I need to check the source material. Oh, it is A-okay. Maybe we can do a sad pumpkin makeup to match. Izzy loved the idea. She pulled her saddest, droopiest face. So sad me with my sad pumpkin. Izzy's Halloween costume was different. Very different. An orange cloak, a sad droopy orange face, and a skinny sad pumpkin with a tea light inside it. Izzy held her pumpkin near her cheek. "You look great," her skinny sad pumpkin whispered to her. Or so she thought. All the others had brighter costumes. Red devil capes, green witches' hats, and even Lola's white ghostly costume was brighter than Izzy's sad, dull orange pumpkin. But Izzy felt good. Why can't pumpkins be sad and droopy, like me and my pumpkin? And Izzy thought she heard her pumpkin whisper, "Yes, sometimes we are all sad." Trick or treat was good. In fact, this time Izzy got more candy. People commented on her unusually sad-looking pumpkin. One lady said, "Ugh, I can't." One lady even said, "How clever, your pumpkin winked at me. How did you do that?" Izzy frowned and held her pumpkin to her cheek. "Did you wink?" Her pumpkin whispered back, "Why not?" And Izzy laughed out loud and gave her crazy talking pumpkin a little kiss. "You're just the craziest pumpkin." Later, they shared out all the candy. Izzy got loads more. It must be that creepy pumpkin, the children all laughed. And Mom told them all to put their pumpkins with fresh tea lights at the front door. "They all look great. That's a good way to end up Halloween," she smiled. But Izzy's brother said, "Except the weird pumpkin, it looks so scary." Did she imagine it, or did her pumpkin whisper back, "Nice to scare you"? Of course she imagined it. Or had she? The next morning, Izzy jumped out of bed early. "I have to check on my pumpkin," she muttered. There was something odd about that pumpkin, and she was determined to get to the bottom of it. Izzy, still in her white nightshirt, but with quite a few blobs of orange pumpkin makeup that she had been too tired to wash off properly, skipped down the stairs. I wrote that incorrectly. Skipped down the stairs. "Where are you, sad? Or where are you, skinny sad pumpkin?" Izzy pushed aside the other pumpkins. Now, the lights had all burnt out. Last night they had been a pretty sight, but this morning they were just plain pumpkins. "Where is my skinny sad pumpkin?" Izzy stood there in her white ghostly nightie with orange smudges. "It's gone. All the other pumpkins are there, but Skinny has gone." And gone it had. They looked everywhere, but that pumpkin was nowhere to be found. Izzy went back to the market. "Oh, I don't have any pumpkins today," the man told her. "I only sell them at Halloween, but there are plenty in the big field behind my farm. What's so special about the pumpkin you are looking for?" "It's kind of skinny and sad," Izzy told him. "Ah, I remember. I tried a new type of seed, but people prefer the big, round orange pumpkins. Although those skinny ones taste much better." Izzy walked along the field. Sure enough, there were plenty of pumpkins, even ones just like her skinny sad pumpkin. When Izzy got back home, there was a delicious smell coming out of Grandma's kitchen. "Pumpkin soup to warm you up," Grandma told her. The soup was delicious. Better than any other soup Izzy had ever tasted. "Kind of sweet, but nutty," she licked her lips. "I think it must be that new kind of pumpkin. I got a few more from the market," Grandma told her as Izzy quietly sipped the delicious bowl of soup. Her spoon almost reached her lips, and Izzy heard, or thought she heard, a tiny little whisper. Did Grandma turn the pumpkin into soup? So tasty. Oh, wait, hold on. So tasty. But that can't be. Soup can't talk, can it? She must have imagined it. Or did she? Alright, that's the end of the first story. So that is A Skinny Pumpkin by Andrea Kazmarek. I have since it is Halloween, I have a bag of sour gummy worms with me. I'm a bit sad that I didn't get any candy corn because I absolutely love candy corn, but I didn't get any this time. I hope that story was at least somewhat interesting. It's adorable though, and Grandma just killed the pumpkin, because why not? Okay, the next story is about a cat and a spider. Cat is named Midnight, and I will nope. There we go. That's story number 2. I'm gonna take a sip of water first, though. Alright. Midnight and the Spider by Hattie Stamp. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in the heart of a dense forest, there was a black cat named Midnight. Midnight was not like other cats in town. Midnight is not like other cats. Oh, this one's not like the other cats. He had piercing green eyes that seemed to glow in the dark, and a fur as black as the night sky. One Halloween night, Midnight was out exploring the forest when he came across a spider who was spinning a web between 2 trees. The spider had a large, round body and long, spindly legs that seemed to go on forever. "Hello, cat," said the spider in a soft but sinister voice. "What brings you out on this spooky night?" Midnight wasn't scared. He was used to spooky nights and strange encounters, but he was curious about the spider. "Just exploring," he said. "What are you doing?" "I'm spinning my web," the spider said, gesturing to the intricate web that glimmered in the moonlight. The moonlight. "It's a special web that will capture the spirits of the dead that wander the forest on Halloween night." Midnight felt a shiver run down his spine. He had heard tales of spirits that roam the forest on Halloween night, and he knew how dangerous they could be. "That sounds dangerous," he said. "You should be careful." The spider chuckled. "Don't worry about me, cat. I'm a master at capturing spirits, and besides, I have something that will protect me." With that, the spider produced a small silver charm that glinted in the moonlight. This will keep me safe from any harm." Midnight was impressed. He had never seen anything like it before. Can I have one too? He asked. The spider hesitated for a moment before nodding. I suppose I could give you one, she said, but you must promise me that you won't use it to harm anyone. Midnight promised, and the spider gave him a small silver charm, just like hers. As they said their goodbyes and went their separate ways, Midnight felt grateful to have met such a wise and powerful creature. But as he walked back to the town, something strange began to happen. His vision became blurry, and his head felt heavy. Knees weak, mom spaghetti. Okay. His paws began to tingle, and he felt a strange, otherworldly energy coursing through his body. Suddenly, he realized that the charm the spider had given to him was not meant for cats. It was a charm for spiders, and it had transformed him into one. Now Midnight was a black cat in a spider's body. He was able to spin webs and capture prey, but he couldn't communicate with other cats anymore. He was stuck in his new form and didn't know how to turn back. But I can't speak. Sorry, okay. But Midnight was not one to give up so easily. He set out to find the spider again, hoping she could help him reverse the spell. After searching for hours, he finally found her, spinning her web in a clearing. Spider, he said, I need your help. The charm you gave me has turned me into a spider, and I don't know how to turn it back. I don't know how to turn back. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Happy Halloween, yeah! Happy Halloween. Spider looked at him with pity in her eyes. I'm sorry, cat, she said. That charm was not meant for you. It was meant to protect me from cats who want to try and harm me. Man, the spider's kind of messed up. Why did the spider give Midnight that charm if it was not meant for cats? Well, my chat's a little bit small. I'm gonna make it a little bit, there you go. Midnight felt tears prick at his eyes. Yeah, I don't know either, and I've been here the whole time. He didn't want to be a spider forever. He wanted to be a cat again, with his soft fur and piercing green eyes. I think we haven't reached the middle of the character arc yet. This is like the backstory. Was betrayed by a spider. Okay, where the heck was I? Okay. He didn't want to be a spider forever. He wanted to be a cat again with his soft fur and piercing green eyes. Please, he said, isn't there anything you can do? The spider thought for a moment before nodding. There's one thing, she said, but it's risky. Midnight was willing to take the risk. What do I need to do? He asked. The spider explained that there was a powerful witch who lived deep in the forest, and she might be able to help him. But the witch was known to be dangerous and unpredictable, and no one ever went to her unless they had no other choice. Midnight hesitated for a moment before making his decision. He knew that he had to try, no matter what the cost. With the spider's guidance, Midnight set out on a long and treacherous journey through the forest. He faced many dangers along the way, including a pack of hungry wolves and a swarm of angry bees. But he never gave up, fueled by his desire to be a cat again. Finally, after many days of wandering through the forest, midnight arrived at the witch's cottage. The cottage was old and weathered, with ivy growing up the sides, and a crooked chimney smoking in the cool autumn air. Midnight approached the door, feeling nervous and unsure. He knocked 3 times. The door creaked open to reveal the witch, a tall and imposing figure, dressed in black robes and a pointed hat. He turned into a spider after the spider gave him a charm. So he was like just doing his own business. He saw a spider, wanted to talk to the spider. And the spider had like this little charm, like it was cute and shiny to Midnight, and then Midnight was like, can I have one too? I don't know, used its arms. Just used its head to slam into the door. I have no idea. What do you want? She growled, eyeing Midnight with suspicion. I need your help, Midnight said with his voice shaking. I've been turned into a spider, and I don't know how to turn back. The witch cackled. A cat turned into a spider. How amusing. But why should I help you? Midnight pleaded with the witch, telling her about the charm and how he had been transformed against his will. He begged her to help him, promising anything she wanted in return. The witch stroked her chin thoughtfully, considering Midnight's offer. Finally, she nodded. Very well, she said. I will help you. But you must promise to do me a favor in return. You'll know what it is when the time comes. Midnight agreed. Grateful for the witch's help, she brewed a powerful potion. After drinking it, Midnight felt a strange sensation wash over him. His spider body began to shrink, and his fur began to grow back. He felt his green eyes return, and he knew that he was a cat again. Thank you, he said, feeling overwhelmed with gratitude. I'll do anything you want in return. The witch cackled again. Don't worry about it, cat. The favor I want from you is simple. I'm just an old woman who likes to be alone. I need you. I can't read. I don't know. The spider is cat-sized spider. Maybe it's like one of those Australian spiders that are like kind of large or very large. I think it was a spider-sized cat. No, wait. So the cat was so when he turned into a spider, I think he was like the same size. I have no idea. I don't know, the witch is kind of powerful, I guess. Honestly, I would have too. Honestly, if it were at my door, I would just run out of my house and just burn it down. Like, I'm not dealing with that. The favor I want from you is simple. I am just an old woman who likes to be alone. I need you to deliver a message to other animals in the forest. Tell them that I am not to be trifled with, and that they should stay out of my way. Honestly, this witch kind of like me. I'm just an old woman who likes to be alone. It's pretty much me. Midnight nodded, knowing that he had no choice but to agree. He set out on his journey back to town, feeling a sense of relief and happiness wash over him. She's like me for real, except like powerful and better. She's tall, apparently. I'm not very tall. I don't have an imposing figure. She's just like me, but like better. He was a cat again, with all of his old abilities and powers. As he walked through the forest, he thought about the spider and how he had gotten himself into this mess. On one hand, he thought he would have been much better not to have asked for the charm at all, but on the other hand, he had learned a valuable lesson about repairing mistakes. He had been brave, summoned up his courage to face the scary witch, and found a way to return to his cat form. He could be a little proud of himself. When he returned to the town, he was greeted by other cats who were overjoyed to see him back in his old form. A cat spider had been a scary sight to behold, and his tale had become a spooky Halloween story they told to one another on dark nights. Now they all gathered around him, listening intently as he told them the story of his adventure in the forest. And like this, Midnight created a new story. A hero among cats, a brave and fearless creature, would face the danger and triumph over it. Both stories were correct, but one made everyone feel much better than the other. The end. That's the end of that one. Honestly, shame on the spider. You gave a little cat a charm that was not meant. Like, unless the spider didn't know. Like, what the heck? The witch, though. I aspire to be the witch. Except I can't really grow taller. I think the cat did. The cat was like, oh, the witch was so scary, but I braved through it all. Well, I think Midnight did do what the witch wanted, was to make everyone to say. I guess, I would assume so. I mean, cats aren't that tall. I think. Yeah, cats aren't that tall. But seeing a spider that size, I think I would freak out. Alright, the next few stories are actually poems. Oh, I'm gonna eat a gummy bear. Or wait, not a gummy bear. A sour gummy worm. And drink some water. Okay, what's your favorite, like, Halloween candy in the meantime while I take a break? I have to say, like, that's true. But it's like a little bit festive. I like dark chocolate, which isn't specifically Halloween, but I also like candy corn. You're not from the U. Okay, that makes sense. American consumerism. Salty peanut butter candy. That sounds nice, except I can't eat peanut butter. But I think that's also popular here with peanut butter chocolate. Like, peanut butter and candy is pretty popular here too. Yeah, I'm allergic. As my friends like to say, I got too many passive nerfs. I'm allergic to mosquitoes. I'm freaking allergic to avocados. And peanut butter. I have too many passive nerfs. No! You gave me the peanut. Well, like, when they bite me, obviously I'm not gonna eat a mosquito. When they bite me, like, I swell up more than a normal person should swell up. Like, it's just bad. It's so annoying. And like, I have to take antihistamines sometimes if they get really, really big to pretty much like calm it down. I mean, can you? You can eat a mosquito? I would assume you can. I don't wanna. I don't wanna eat a mosquito. Oh no, 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 no. Sounds yummy. It's not even legally speaking. It's just like, I don't know if I want to eat a mosquito. Mosquitoes also carry like diseases and stuff. They carry malaria. Hello, welcome. I didn't even see you. Welcome to the stream. Unless you were here the whole time, I just didn't notice. YouTube's like concurrent viewers thing is kind of not great. So I can't tell how many people are here. Anyways, shall I continue with the next poem? It's short. The rest are not really stories, they're kind of just like short poems. Right, what am I reading? Scarecrow. Scarecrow by Phoebe Coghlan. I think that's how you pronounce the last name. Okay. Except on Halloween, when all the naughty ghouls and beasts storm through my field of green. They're rather cruel. They call me names. It's tricky to retort. Because my brain is made of hay. Oh my god, just like me. My brain is also made of hay. Lacks intellect and thought. Because my brain is made of hay, lacks intellect and thought. I'm just one bone, one spindly stick. A witch flies me away. Am I trick-or-treating? No. I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. Yeah, I think I would freeze to death. We went trick-or-treating. Hello. Why is everyone joining? Hello, welcome. Not that I'm complaining, though. Alright. A witch flies me away. A lovely broom, she shrieks with glee. Don't snatch me, please, I say. The monsters find my tattered head. Football, they suggest. I'm feeling rather dizzy now. I think I need a rest. Vampires cannot drink my blood. My veins are made of straw. But can mosquitoes land on you? Instead, they eat my carrot nose, and they leave me on the floor. My farmer mends my jumbled form, but gives me an upgrade. A pumpkin head will suit you well. No need to be afraid, with hollow eyes and jagged teeth. Oh, this will work a dream. Now, you will scare the ghouls and beasts upon next Halloween. The end. That was a really short one. This is a little cute. You know, the line about having a brain made of hay that lacks intellect and thought. I feel like that part really resonates with me. Man, talking about mosquitoes really does make everyone come here. Hello, welcome. Don't mind us. In between stories, we simply talk about eating mosquitoes. Because that's normal. Rip carrot nose. You know, I love carrots. Yeah, your boss is here. You better behave. I wonder if the pumpkin head. Honestly, if the head is pumpkin, like, wouldn't you just eat the pumpkin too? They're just being like, they're not even verbally abused. It's like physically abused too. They're just like throwing your body like a football, eating your nose. And the farmer's like, what if I just made your entire head out of something edible? That's normal, right? That'll help, right? Wait, I lost. Okay, here we are. Next one is another poem. Called High and Low by Dorothy Shipman. A fat golden pumpkin lay in the field. A golden moon rose in the sky. The pumpkin shouted, "Hello there, brother. Who put you up so high?" The man in the moon smiled a jolly smile at the pumpkin far below. "I'll light up the sky while you light the earth, on Halloween, you know." So the fat golden pumpkin smiled at the moon, and the moon smiled back at him. All through the night till the morning came, and the twinkling stars grew dim. And each felt content with the task he had, and called it a work of love. Though one lay low on the cold black earth, and one row high above. What is that moon emoji? I love that one. It looks so weird on YouTube. There's a guy on the moon. Yeah, the man on the moon. But I like to, my interpretation of this poem is like the actual moon smiling down on the pumpkin. So just like that emoji. What a silly moon. You know, if you put them next to each other, the moon like emoji and the sun emoji, or like, is that the sun or are they both moons? They actually look at each other, and I hate it, but also it's kind of funny. But also I hate it. Let's see if we can find. Yeah. Oh wait, the other way around. Okay, they're looking the opposite way. Now they're looking away from each other. But if you put like the blue one first, they kind of just stare at each other. I mean, it's still kind of funny though. They're like, yeah, they're staring the opposite way. I just realized that today because my friend literally sent me the moon emojis. Today I'm like, I hate the faces, but I also think it's funny. Get some cheese from the moon. I hope Wallace is not lactose intolerant. Is my chat broken on stream? I think it's broken. Okay, I don't know how to fix it. It's not going. Oh, there it goes. What the heck? What was that? Okay. That's what I did. I literally clicked on it and then moved it around. I like shook it in a jar. I was like, okay, go. Just smack it. Just like a TV remote. You know, battery's broken. No, it's not. Just smack it. Alright, I have 2 more left. 2 more poems, I think. Next one might be a story. Yeah, the poem just ended. It was like one lay low on the cold black earth, and one rode high above. So that was the end of that one. It was really short. The poems tend to be really short. Okay, next one is called Jack-o'-lantern. Let me show. There we go. Jack-o'-lantern by Andrea Kazmarek. Why we love pumpkin scary faces. The twins were sitting at the kitchen table with Grandpa, cutting out their pumpkin faces for Halloween, each of them trying to be just a bit different. Lizzie did a funny face. Denny tried a scary face, and Grandpa trying out something new.
Be careful with those sharp knives,
Grandpa said for the millionth time. We are being careful, promise. Lizzie looked up. Why do we make scary pumpkin faces for Halloween anyway? She asked. Yeah, Denny frowned. Why pumpkins? Why scary faces and tea lights? I bet you don't know. Grandpa laughed.
As it happens.
I don't know if I can. Okay, Grandpa won't chill. Sorry. I won't do it anymore. As it happens, I do know it's an old Irish tradition. A lot of Irish people came to America and they brought the jack-o'-lantern tradition with them.
Grandpa will never chill.
I don't know why it like picks up my voice, but I think I'm speaking like the same level. Sorry.
No.
I'm literally speaking. Why is it like peaking? Okay, whatever. Okay, where was I? A lot of Irish people came to America, and they brought the jack-o'-lantern tradition with them. Jack-o'-lantern, Lizzie laughed. Was he a pumpkin salesman? No, Grandpa laughed too. He was a pretty creepy man who tricked the devil. The devil, at least that's how the story goes. The mic knows when Grandpa's near. Yeah, it turns up the gain every time Grandpa comes close. And you're now going to tell us? Denny laughed. Of course, Grandpa laughed. Let's see if I can remember it right. And he began. Everybody called Jack Stingy Jack. What? Okay, Stingy Jack. Because he didn't like to drink, or I can't read. Okay, everyone called Jack Stingy Jack because he liked to drink a lot, and he didn't like to pay for his drinks in the inns of old Ireland. He always tried to get someone else to pay. Hey, Grandpa, what's jack-o'-lantern?
I don't know. It's about I would want to die.
Hey, Grandpa, what's jack-o'-lantern?
Stingy, Lizzie asked. Stingy means tight-fisted, or tight-fisted, mean, or miserly. Miserly. Lizzie nodded, and the story continued. I don't know how to read. I don't know if I said that right. Okay. Well, we continue. Well, one night, on the 31st of October, as it happened, they all laughed. The devil came for Jack. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to read. I think that's what it says. Tight-fisted. The devil came for Jack, but Jack was drinking his last drink, and he certainly didn't want to pay. So he asked the devil to pay for his very last drink. The children listened. Jack was rude. Someone should take his head and make it into a pumpkin. That's so true. And they should give him a carrot nose. Actually, just like replace that scarecrow. I feel bad for that scarecrow. But the devil didn't have any cash, so he quickly changed himself into a coin to pay for the drink. The children shook their heads. Quick as a flash, Jack grabbed the coin and stuck it into his leather money purse. I was like, we can't see what you're reading. Actually, I can't show what I'm reading because it was when I emailed them, they were like, oh, like don't show the text. But it's linked down below. As long as I'm confident enough. Exactly. There we go. Okay. Quick as a flash, Jack grabbed the coin and stuck it into his leather money purse. The devil was imprisoned, and Jack wouldn't let him out. There was a tiny cross in the purse, and this made the devil weak. Jack kept the devil a prisoner, until the devil promised to leave Jack alone for another year. Yeah, an ad. So the devil became a coin to pay for Jack's coin. But his leather purse had a cross on it, and it just trapped the devil. Interesting. 31st of October? Denny grinned. Yes, until then. The next year, the devil came again. And this time, Jack tried another trick. He asked him to pick the very last apple from a nearby old tree as Jack's last meal. Oops. Lizzie shook her head. I just think the devil wasn't thinking. Weak devil, exactly. It's dumb. Well, the devil... what am I doing? Okay. The devil agreed, but after he had climbed the tree to reach the apple, Jack was quick again. He placed his little cross on the tree so that the devil couldn't climb down again. The children shook their heads. Gets traded and stuck in a cash register. Honestly, he should have like just taken and been like, oh, thanks for the coin, and then stuck it into a gumball machine. The devil would be stuck in a gumball machine. Just jump down, exactly. Climb down. What are you gonna die? Is the devil like gonna die? Well, the devil now had to promise to leave Jack alone forever, and he did. And that's the end of the story, they both asked. Not quite. Grandpa smiled. Jack died many years later, a very old man. But when he went up to heaven, nobody opened the door for him. They told him that he had spent his life tricking people, so he went down to hell, expecting a big welcome, but nobody wanted him there either. He's stuck in limbo. What if the money had like a cross design on it? So true. What if Jack was just wearing the cross? Just his entire clothes, like all of his clothes, had crosses on them. Then the devil wouldn't be able to like touch him, would he? And then what happened? And where are the pumpkins in the story? Lizzie asked. The devil took pity on Jack and handed him a hot glowing piece of coal and a turnip. Coal and turnip. Jack put the hot coal inside the turnip to keep him warm. And then he wandered from place to place for evermore. A turnip? Denny asked. Yes, in Ireland. They used to use turnips, but later the pumpkin was used. And it isn't a hot coal now, but a candle or a tea light. Can't approach a cross intersection. Devil can't drive. Oh, I just need you to become a cross. Like, this is the last thing I want you to do, and it just, like, implodes. But stuck in limbo forever. Is that why we say trick or treat? Because of Jack's tricking people? But before Grandpa can answer, Mom came to pick up the children. Wow, what fantastic pumpkins! I love the big one with the moon eyes. Who made that one? Grandpa, they both said together. He tricked us. The moon eyes. Okay, the end. That's the end of that story. I have one more poem left. Dang, we didn't get to know if that's why they say trick or treat. The moon eyes. They didn't say goodbye to Grandpa. What if Grandpa is Jack? They never said Grandpa's name. He just said Grandpa. What if he's just like in limbo, but like he can't go to above or down, so he just like wanders. It's all connected. It's connected to the other poems too. The moon. All right, I have one more left. I think this one is a really cute one. Jacko Turnip. Turnip lantern. Why is Jack O? Shouldn't just be Jack's turnip lantern. So many questions, no answers. All wrong answers. Why is it called Jack-O lantern instead of Jack's turnip? Give me all the wrong answers. Water. Okay. Last, Jack's old lantern. The government is to blame. Both very convincing answers. It's the Irish's fault. All right. Last one, A Witch with a Heart by Phoebe Coghlan. I was born a normal babe, no crooked nose or warts. My family were most upset. This witch is out of sorts. I had no cackle, only cried. And then they taught me magic. I couldn't conjure any spells. My witchcraft skills were tragic. Dang, this witch couldn't conjure anything. I see. Unlike you, you can conjure. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, anyways, I just like mentally imploded. Flying lessons weren't so great. My broom's now in the trash. Turns out, I'm afraid of heights. I tend to faint and crash. And when it comes to potions, exactly, superior witch. When it comes to potions, I confess, I'm having trouble. My cauldron tends to gurgle up a toxic form of bubble. Then there was my black cat, George, who made my tonsils itch. Allergic to a cat, Mum cried. You're not a normal witch. Evil hexes aren't my thing. I have no cunning streak. My power is my skill to love. They call me odd and freak. But I don't care, I've got my friends. I'm happy for a start. I'm nonconformist, so unique. The one witch with a heart. I don't know. I have no idea what type of witch she is. She just has a heart, I guess. She's not a one witch with a heart. Unless you don't have a heart. And you can't ride a broom. Well, you can still conjure things. That's better than this witch. Anyways, that's the last story I have. I don't have anything else. I'm gonna eat another gummy worm. Sour gummy worm. I think my favorite flavor is cherry lemon. Yeah, I noticed. I thought about it before starting stream, but I'm like, I don't have a BGM. I should find one. But I also kind of took a nap before I streamed. Because honestly, today was kind of a mess for me. So unfortunately, you just get me and Grandpa. But if I ever do something like this again, where like read stories, I'm definitely gonna add BGM to it. I just choked on my gummy worm. Why? The rocket pack. Yeah, that's the last story. I'm fine, I'm good. Also, I am getting a little bit sick, I think. It was cute. It was cute. I should have added a BGM. I feel kind of bad now. Because I really thought about it before going live, and I was like, do I need it? Sick on Halloween. Yeah. I guess. Unfortunately. You're not bullying me, that's a good point. And honestly, I've thought about it too. I thought about it too. Like, I genuinely thought about adding it. I was like, oh, maybe I should have added one. Because YouTube has a lot of, like, their own YouTube library. I could have just put on a little playlist, but I didn't. Oops. Oopsies. Anyways, I don't know what else to do. I guess that's the end of the stream. I hope you liked it. If you want to actually, some of the stories I read and the poems have. Why is my chat doing that again? Stop looking at you, chat. Stop. I'm lost and storyless with no purpose. It was nice and calm without BGM. Thank you. Trick or treating now. Okay, bye bye. I think I'm gonna go to. Thanks for coming, everyone. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Grandpa says goodbye. Okay, bye.